Welcome back to Two Brothers Sports Podcast. It is Wednesday, March 11th, and we've got a jam-packed episode for you. We're going to recap the Arnold Palmer Invitational with a 5-0 slate from the fellas combined. Um, huge week. We're bouncing back. We're in good trajectory for our golf picks on the season. I think both of us are pretty much at winning records there. So, uh, very good to see that. Max bounced back after a couple rough weeks, so he's 2-0, so he's ready to rock and roll today. And then we've got the Players Championship, which is the fifth major. So we are absolutely going to get into those picks there. And then last but absolutely not least, one of my favorite weeks in all of sports, college basketball conference tournament play. We've got every single day. You've got 10 or more games at minimum to bet on, let alone just options. You might have 10 good bets every single day. That's how many games there are. So, we're going to give you some of our best bets for tomorrow, today, for those listening on Wednesday. If there's any lines you like Thursday that you have, Max, feel free to give that out. And then we've got a couple conference, tournament future winners that we have available. Some are no longer showing up on DraftKings, but there's a couple we could take advantage of. So,
Let's get started, yeah.
that being said, Max, we got a jam-packed pot. How are we feeling today?
Doing great, man, as always. Pretty solid weekend. Won't get into it too much for UFC, but I think I did fairly well in giving y'all picks beside obviously I said Holloway, but could be 50-50, and then DeRitter kind of let me down in a nice parlay that was unfortunate. But that was a great card. It was a fun card. Not so much the main event because that was boring. I actually fell asleep probably for like a minute each round. Granted, I was exhausted, but I just kept dozing off. And fucking Oliveira just kept fucking snuggling him on the ground, and
Yeah.
and I get it, like he's a grappler, but like try to actually fucking finish him. Like you try to do it like three times the whole fight, and then just kind of gave up, handled him. I still came out pretty solid there though, and overall a beautiful weekend in Richmond. So it was a good
Yeah.
one.
Hopefully we can have that same weekend this weekend weather-wise. So
Yeah,
looking forward to getting out there. I've got a golf trip in Myrtle, not this week, but next weekend. So for
everything Marco.
Yeah, so we got a little Myrtle going, we got some March Madness going, so we got ourselves a nice little weekend up ahead. But Max, let's recap the Arnold Palmer. Not that we need to go into too much detail because they're all winners. So we got you at 2-0 with Henley T20 finishing at T6. So cleared that very well, and Batia at T30, and he just
Yeah,
stuck and won the whole thing. So that was big for him to come back.
yeah, I know. I should have flipped my Batia and Neighbor. I mean, or Obear, sorry.
Yeah.
Um, I should have flipped their two picks, and I would have been fucking easy, steady going moneymaker. So that would have been nice. But yeah, I mean, I'm seeing it. I feel like I'm slowly getting back into it. I know this weekend we've got a lot of bigger pool. So with the studs coming back in, and it'll be interesting. But you also had a fucking great weekend.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Straka with a nice T30. He hit T13. Siwoo snuck in there at the back, had a nice little back nine in order to put him at T13 for my T20. And then Morikawa was, I mean, he was in the hunt pretty much all weekend until Sunday. Just was a little too far back. Berger still ended up at five, hit my T10. So we had that. I had Connors as the top Canadian that hit. Did not hit the Jason Day one. He did not play well this weekend, but other than that, things were looking good. And I mean, Berger, any of the first round leaders from this past weekend were tough because Berger went out and shot a 62. So not much you can do there, but FRLs are small units, not even a full unit. So
Yeah,
um,
can I say to your Jason Day comment? Every fucking time I bet on him, dog shit. Anytime I don't, he's like, oh, maybe I will just fuck around and win,
yep.
or be that top 10 guy that I just had him at top 20 last week, and somehow he's top 10 or T6 or something. I'm like, fuck this guy.
That we've seen glimpses of it for like 20 years almost, it feels like. So
I know.
but yeah, so overall, good on us. Even Ludwig Max, like he was giving a scare there for a little bit over the weekend. So even that play was solid. I had who did I have? Morikawa and Straka. All three of our outrights went in the top 15.
Were
So
both
I mean,
those winner without Scotty? Sorry to interrupt.
yeah, yeah, mine were,
Scotty.
yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna do the same thing this weekend. It's just
Yeah.
I'm gonna be
No, I
kicking
get it.
myself
Get it.
goes and fucks up everyone. Because he's bound to step his foot on the pedal here soon and just start taking over. So yeah,
Right.
that's a good transition. As we go into the players, TPC Sawgrass, legendary hole 17 par 3, plenty of other gorgeous holes there. So many I can't decide which hole is my favorite. Um, but yeah, no, love some Players Championship, the fifth, honorary major, fifth major, however you want to call it. It's always a good tournament. Like you said, Max, big dogs are back. Rory withdrew after two rounds this past weekend, but he will be in attendance. Jake Knapp is back from a withdrawal as well. So, Scotty, the whole squad is back. So betting odds in the market are very solid. It's tough because you got more guys, but also in a lot of ways
Sure.
the odds are better for some of these. So, we talked about before the pod each of us almost pretty much there's a moment today where I was going to run back all three of the same picks because other than Morikawa, which was only 10 points below at plus 190 versus 200 from last week, every other pick was better odds. And I love all the form that Straka Siwu is doing. We'll see if we go that way. I will tell you that I'm not going to repeat all three. May repeat one. I don't know. But I'm going to try and find some other ones. But just know that Morikawa T10, Siwoo T20, Straka T30. I am loving all those. I will probably play them if they are not my official picks. So we've got a lot of good stuff there. We've got the whole squad back. Any other highlights, any kind of storylines that you're looking at, Max, or maybe you're factoring in?
No, not necessarily. Just kind of looking at who's hot and who's not.
Yeah,
As
fair.
you should be.
Yeah, I
Be a
mean,
tough one. And maybe you should look at some of the vets, like and I hate to do it, like like Spieth would always just be like a random guy to just come in. Oh, to just come in and do his thing. You gave me
yep.
that look that I didn't want
No, he's not an official pick, but I got a fun one that I think you'll like for him.
to. Okay, well, cool. No, yeah, I mean it's gonna be a great one, but I'm kind of just not necessarily keeping it simple, but keeping it light, not going too far out of my reach. But I'll have a few for you unofficially that are out.
Yep. And that's what anyone listening, we'll try and post the official picks like we did last week and on time, but we don't include all the fun picks, and we hit a few of those as well. There's some good ones, even if they don't win. They're sweaty, and they're a good sweat. So I mean, that's half the fun of gambling, right? Is the sweat. So yeah, a lot of good stuff here. I've got a lot of picks, Max, but I'm gonna let you lead off since you got.
But
Yeah, you didn't have him as your outright, but you did pick Batya as the winner. So we'll call that that'll be the ultimate trump card, and if not, we'll do it record.
all right, well, yeah, I was gonna say since you were able to go 3-0 versus me just going 2-0, you could have it. But
Oh yeah, I mean, yeah, Batia, he won. So
all
next,
right,
just sprinkle a little bit on your picks. Just sprinkle, each of your picks. Just put a little unit, a little baby unit on each of these, and then who knows, maybe they'll go and win it.
yeah, I mean, just like this guy I'm about to mention, and he's not gonna be for the outright or even top 10. I love this top 20, including ties, at plus 126. Give me Ludwig Ober. I know I'm double dipping from last week, but we saw what he did, and maybe he's getting back in form and looking right. And top 20 is very little to ask for from a guy like him.
And what'd you get those odds at?
Plus 126, dude.
26. I love that. I would
That's
definitely.
including ties too. So like I would think including ties would be, maybe plus 115 and then just a normal T20 would be like 130, or plus 130.
Yep. No, the T20 market is great. And also, Max, and for those listening, I don't know if you saw it, but if you go to the top finishers, including tie section of DraftKings now, T30 and T40s are including ties now.
That's
So we love that.
and that's also what made me question the cut thing. I was like, is there no cut because they have 30 and 40s for including ties now? And we were
Uh,
talking
I'll,
about that in the
I'll
lobby.
I'll do some quick recon here. Yeah, they do. Or yeah, yep. It'll be the top 65.
Okay, so yeah, normal.
Yep. So and those will probably come out tomorrow. Um, so if there's anything we like from that, we can always throw that
Yeah,
on the ground.
well, just say, just have it on record, and it's a very hot take, but I like it.
Yeah, yeah, I like it. With my first pick, I'm gonna go with a T20 as well. We're kind of from the T20 perspective, it's better than Siwoo Kim's from last week, but I was thinking it wasn't juicy enough. But the guy that's been playing good golf, he's consistent. I think he does pretty well in Florida. That's Tommy Fleetwood. I think he's going to play well this weekend. I think he's going to be able to be in contention. I don't know that he's going to win, but I could see him getting up to a T5, maybe slipping a little bit on that last round, still getting a T13 to T17 and keeping us under that T20. So plus 100, we'll take it. I like his game a lot. I think he's going to play well.
No, I love that. Love it, love it, love it. Okay. I know. You guys are gonna fucking start hating me at some point, but this is the same thing I did last year. Maybe I don't find the same guy every single year, but I find a new one and it sticks and it works. I love some burger. I love burgers, smash burgers, baconator burgers. I love everything. I love everything burger. And if I see Daniel Berger, who's been having a very steady, solid year, um, nothing flashy, but a top 30 at plus 110, including ties, is just gets me drilling over a nice Shady Shack smash burger with side of orange crush, freshly squeezed. This weather's got me going, and I'm ready for it. Give me the Burger Man, Daniel Burger.
Fuck yeah. I'm looking forward to getting down on the lake. That's for sure. This year
Yeah,
is going to be a big lake year.
absolutely.
Nice. No, I thought about it. I thought about going to that. I like his potential to bounce back after a really tough loss this weekend. I think he's going to come out strong, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, this is like, yeah, I'm not asking for too much.
No, no, I don't think you are. Well, we're gonna stay on the top 30 train, and we're gonna go with the guy who played very well last week. He's been kind of easing into this year, from a golf perspective. Hasn't been playing. He's been taking a couple tournaments off here and there, but played well. Was a top 20 finish last week. That's Corey Connors, Mr. Reliable at the T30 range. This is the Sean Rosenkrantz special. Wasn't able to come on today, but maybe we'll get him for the big majors, get him back on, give some picks out. But this is a Sean Rosenkrantz special for the last couple of years. And plus 168 on Corey Connors.
That
His
is
odds to
super.
be the top Canadian last week was top plus 168. I'm gonna go with his T30. I think he's gonna be very consistent. I don't know that he's gonna be higher than like five, but I can see him hovering between a 10 and 15. Fairly confident in that. So trying to win y'all some money here. Give me Corey Connors at plus 168 on T30.
Yeah, I mean, that's incredibly tasty. I love that.
Right? I know because
I didn't
the
even scroll that
rule
far
on
because
plus
I was
100.
seeing so much tastefulness before then. I
Yeah.
didn't go that deep.
Yep. No, I know. The top of the board's looking really nice, but ground, I got some other good ones for you down at the bottom. But uh Corey Connors, when I saw that 168, I said, oh man, oh man.
Oh man, that man Corey, old CC. Okay. Well, I'm gonna keep dropping one more down the line. And yeah, I don't typically love taking top 40s. This is a guy who had a hell of a week last week, finishing at T6, and has always been a favorite of mine, and keeps it up there. This is a T40 for Sahith Thagala plus 100. I mean, I know sometimes he will just shit the bed and, get a 60 or get cut, whatever. Um, but I think last week gave him some confidence and, he can just keep it steady above a T40. I fucking love that.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was my last official.
Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do my last one, and I gotta be honest with you, Max. I do have to go back to the well on one of these, and that's because I think this guy could win the damn thing. He was five last week, played very well all throughout the weekend. He's on a tear right now. He's been T10 in the last couple events that he's been in. It's 10 points lower than it was last week, but I feel good in it. Give me Colin Morikawa, T10 plus 190.
Ooh, yeah.
Yep. Gotta go right back to the well. I don't like doing it, but I am all over that play. And for the amount of money I am gonna put on it myself, I would I would be remiss not to share it with the class.
Yeah. No, I love it. Absolutely love it. He's
So
been playing good golf. I mean,
yep. Yep. And then aside from the two, you got any honorable mentions before we get into like the fun picks? You got any honorable mentions on like the T10 to T40 range? Anything on that before we get into more of the fun stuff? Because I got two that I might be playing. Well, one definitely. The other one I'm still weighing.
um, not necessarily. I got the outright and then pretty much who I think might get cut from a top stand. I like Matsuyama at top 10 plus 295. I don't hate
Okay.
that.
Yeah. I mean, dude, his T30, I wrote it down. Not putting it, I mean, I'll put it out now. But his top 30 is minus 118. So
That
I think that's a really nice like DraftKings has a like 25% top finishers parlay boost. And if you use that and you want to go with some conservative finishings, I think Matsuyama T30 is a very great parlay piece. Throw it
yeah,
with like a Scotty T5 and maybe like a Rory T20 or something.
right. I love that.
I mean, I mean, I might
Hester, you gotta relax, brother.
have to do that. Let's write that down. Let's put that on. Let's see. Sorry, people. Wasn't planning on it. Yeah, I mean Rory's T20 is minus 138. All right, so let's just say you go Matsuyama top 30, Scotty top 5, Rory top 20, plus 546.
Shit.
Yep. Yep. So absolutely love that. Two top finish picks that I really like. I like Harris English at T30 plus 105. I think he's been playing some good golf. He played well on Saturday and Sunday, so expect him to continue that. And then I mean, I'm gonna struggle to pick him on my official plays, but I would be so sad if I didn't call out my guy Aaron Rye, that guy.
Hey,
T40, including ties, is minus 102. This course fit in terms of his game is really good. I think it's going to come down to a lot of accuracy, approaching the green on that second shot in or third shot, depending on what's going on there. So I think he's going to be able to keep it dialed. He's been decent on the putter as well. So yeah, give me a T40 minus 102.
Okay, love that.
Yeah. All right, give me some fun picks. What do you got?
I'll just shoot my outright, and this is more just kind of, you know what, fuck it, and he could easily do it. Brooks Koepka at plus 4,500. I really don't hate it. There's a big chance he does shit the bed. If I wanted to give you my backup, I'd probably give you like a Shoffley at plus 2,900.
Okay.
But something about
Okay.
Brooks just like randomly, he does this every like 2 years. You're like, oh, Brooks is washed. Brooks is washed. Oh, it's the players? Yeah, I'll play. Bang, just is like fucking fleecing it.
He plays well in the big tournaments. So yeah, I don't hate that at all. And that's with Scotty. That's just
That's
everyone's.
just straight up. Yep.
Yeah, I like that a lot. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I've got three, which I've already kind of actually I've talked about every single one. But looking at my outrights, winner without Scotty, just in case Scotty, I like the hedge. Yeah, it's not as juicy, but I mean, we're we're still talking about good value there. Give me Tommy Fleetwood plus 2150 without Scotty. Give me Morikawa plus 1750 without Scotty. And a little bit longer, but not too long. Give me Harris English at plus 4600.
Okay. So yeah, you're really only losing like 400.
Yep. Yeah.
This Tommy
Basically,
21, yep, and then Colin, yeah. So
I mean, more or less, just take whatever Scotty is at for outright. You basically, I just like subtract that. It's not necessarily exactly, but it's pretty close to that. So if he's like plus 250, it
well, that's yeah, you're right. I see
yeah,
that. He's
yeah,
25. Like, who the fuck is 425 to win a tournament?
yeah.
I don't know, Scott. I don't know if Scotty has it this year, and I'm gonna knock on wood and probably just jinx myself, and he's now gonna win. Um, but something's been off about him.
I like live betting Scotty, to be honest. I'll take the little bit of, the juice off, and it's like, let's say he goes out and he's only three back before Saturday. I'm gonna take the plus 190 and call it a day.
Yeah,
So
can't
I like
blame you.
okay, okay. Any what other fun ones you got?
This is just a personal one that I just have a random stupid, maybe not stupid gut feeling about, and it's not out yet because we were talking about cuts. I think I have a feeling that Victor Hovland is not going to make the cut.
Oh,
I don't know. This is just a random intuition that just
I don't hate that at all.
I don't know. He's just been off. He's just I don't know. So I wonder what that would be. Probably like plus 200 to miscut.
Yeah, something like that. I bet. Yeah.
Yeah, that's just one that sticks out to me.
Okay. Okay. I like it. He's streaky, so you never know. I mean, if he doesn't play well on one of the days between Thursday and Friday and just plays average, you never know what that could yield.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, I like that a lot. Let's see. I've got a couple first round leaders. I've got three, one very long, one medium, and one on the shorter side. So I'll go shortest to longest. First one, I love Ludwig as a potential option, plus 3,600, so 36 to 1. As first round leader, I could see him coming out and making a tear. My middle guy, Sepp Straka, 62 to 1. Straka's been playing great golf. He played great on Sunday. I could see him coming out and doing really well. And then the long one for a guy who seems to always be in that top 10 range after Thursday. Doesn't always win. He's had a couple close calls, but has not won a tournament yet. Rio was it Hisatsune? I should know that. Yeah, Hisatsune. At 100 to 1 for first round leader. He's been playing. I was kind of surprised it was as high as it was because there is a lot of good golfers, but this guy's been a big, first round of the day, going throw up a seven spot. He's done really well in that regard. He's come off starting tournaments really hot. So, yeah, I mean, 100 to 1 flyer. It's not like I'm, 10 to win 1,000. So, uh,
Right.
definitely gotta sprinkle that in there.
I like that. It's a good one.
Okay. Any other fun ones? Because I can just rip off a few more that I got.
Yeah, I was looking at groups because apparently I don't do too bad there. I mean, Batia is plus 340 behind Minwoo Lee, Matt Fitzpatrick, and Victor Hovland. He's got Goddard up behind him. I don't hate that. Uh,
Yeah. Okay.
Hovland's only plus 300, so it's a very tight group. It's going to be a very close one, obviously. Um,
Hmm.
and then I'll give you one more, and then I'll let you finish it up. Give me, give me no. Um, Give me Jake Knapp over Ricky Fowler, McIntyre, Cantlay, and Shane Lowry.
Okay.
Jake
Yeah.
Knapp is plus 325 sitting at third place.
I love that. I
Yeah.
love that. Okay. Nice.
That's Group D. And
Okay.
then Batia is Group C.
Okay. Love it. Love it. Well, I'll lead off with another group. We mentioned him very briefly earlier. Jordan Spieth, Group F winner, plus 350. Can you read? I don't have it in front of me. Can you read me
Yep.
out the other guys?
Yep, we got Dan. I'm going top to bottom. Berger at plus 255. Adam Scott plus 305. Spieth plus 350. Sam Burns plus 370. Justin Rose plus 390.
Yeah, I love that. I think there's some good golfers in there, but I don't know. I just feel like he's starting to look a lot better, and I think this time he can get over the hump. I don't know that any of the other guys are really going to be like top five, so I think maybe a T10, and he has an opportunity to get that done.
Nope, like that. As long as Spieth is like T20 and Berger is still T30.
Yeah, that can always. Yeah, we can make that work. All right, now I got three regions for you. Ludwig, top Nordic. So it's like Hovland. It removes the continental European, so like the Straka and that. But you get Ludwig over like a Hovland, the Højgaards, some of those guys. That's plus three, or sorry, plus 265. So I love that.
Yeah.
Top Canadian. We're going back to the mill. And that's Corey Connors plus 255 for top Canadian. And then the last one, and pretty much everyone's names that I've obviously brought up, but just finding different odds markets for them. And this one's top English, and that is going to be Tommy Fleetwood at plus 198.
Yeah. Yeah. This
I
is also
really, the English one's tough, but you got like Fitzpatrick, who's capable, Harry Hall, Justin Rose, those guys are all capable, but I like Tommy Fleetwood this week, and plus 198 is a nice little juice.
oh, I like it.
Okay. Okay. Anything else you want to throw out there?
No, sir.
All right. Last thing I'll say, Scotty T5 plus 100. You don't get it plus top
Yeah,
five plus 100 very often with ties. So,
that's very true.
yeah, might be worth throwing a sprinkly dinkly on.
Absolutely.
Okay. Okay. Well, you want to move on to some college hoops?
Of course.
Of course. All right. I don't even know how we want to go about this. A lot of games going on. So maybe if you got anything you like for tomorrow or Thursday that odds are out for, let's start with that, and then we can get into some futures.
Yeah. Or do you want to just say who's already, never mind. I was gonna say who's are like the AQ teams or whatever. Or
I
we,
don't
I don't know. I was trying to look
know.
that up.
It's
I'll
okay.
look
Well,
that up
we'll talk.
later. Okay. Um, yeah. Well, obviously we got a few games like Kansas State, BYU that factors in who Dub V plays tomorrow. I think the Big 12 tournament's gonna be crazy. I'll just start off there just to be biased and go off. Um, Big 12, we got, let me get it right. So, you got Zona State, Iowa. I'm not gonna get too much into it now that I think about it. I don't know. I'll just say off the rip, I think Houston's probably gonna win the tournament. I'll just say that. It's gonna be a lot of games and
Okay.
it's gonna be tough, but as long as W wins 2 games, we're good.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fair.
I
Okay. Yeah, I like it. Yeah, that'll be interesting. Yeah, a lot of odds for tomorrow still to be determined by games
Yeah.
being played tonight. So definitely there. There are some games I do like for tomorrow. You want me to just rip them off?
Yep.
I got four for you. Uh, one is one is going to be based on what I saw today, and that's Arizona State playing their balls off for Mr. Bobby Hurley. Not Danny from UConn, but Bobby, who Arizona State had announced that this will be the last tournament he's going to be coaching Arizona State in. They are going to part ways after the season's over and was torn a little bit. And maybe I'm overcorrecting a smidge, but they dominated Baylor today. And I feel like the way that they're coming on for their coach and the way that they're playing right now is something to mention. I got a buddy, John, who's an ASU grad, so I want to give that shout out because been watching more ASU recently because of him, but it's not been great this season, very inconsistent, but they came together today, played very well defensively, and I think they match up actually pretty decent. They're lengthy, and they switch on everything when it comes to defense. And so I love them getting plus 11 and a half playing Iowa State. Iowa State's probably going to win this game, but I think Arizona State's going to keep it within 5 to 7. So give me that plus 11 and a half.
Okay.
That another team that played today, that's Cincinnati, came started down to Utah for most of the first half and stormed back those last like 5 minutes to go up 9 at half. They only won by 7. They didn't fucking cover, but that's okay. They only need 2.5 points to cover against UCF. The money line's like minus 150, so great parlay piece in my opinion, but it's right at our juice level. So. I'll just take the minus 2.5 at minus 110 versus UCF. I think they are the better team. They're better defensively. UCF's a good, fun team, but I think since he's going to pull that one out, let's see, two more. I got Cal plus 3.5 playing Florida State. Cal's been quietly one of the better covering teams, at least just for my eyes, or at least when I bet on them. I think Florida State's decent, but I think Cal's the better team there. I'll take the 3.5 and keep it moving. And then lastly, we got Kentucky, who really needs to make a run to help. They're going to get into the tournament, but to help really lock in a good seed, I think they're going to need to go on a little bit of a run. And LSU has just been abysmal as of late. They lost a couple guys to injuries and just not looking great here. So give me Kentucky minus 7.5. It's LSU. Those are my four for tomorrow.
Okay. I like that. Yeah, I mean, a 3-15 record for LSU in the conference is dog shit. Where did I just see one? Um, Cincy UCF. I don't hate a Cincy minus 2.5. That's tomorrow at 3.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't, it just
All right.
it's
Sweet.
getting good.
It is getting good. Any other picks for tomorrow or Thursday you want to throw out before we get into maybe some futures that are left?
Um,
I'm trying to look through, see if there's anything else I see. Some of
yeah,
these have popped up too.
yeah, like Creighton Seton Hall on Friday is gonna be a weird game. They got Seton Hall minus 2.5. That's such a weird game. Creighton's been off this year.
Yeah. Yeah, DePaul money line minus 122 against Georgetown tomorrow night is a good one as well.
Mm, okay.
Yeah, that's about it that I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Any conference tourney futures you've been eyeing? Or at least what's available?
Yeah, obviously I got ahead and mentioned Houston. If I can try to pull all those up.
They might not just because there's Big 12 games going on, they might not have it up
Yeah.
right now. You might just have to do it tomorrow.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh, there it is. Um, yeah, well, we can talk about SEC. I think you mentioned it not too long, or you mentioned at least Florida is looking very good and very tasty. They're sitting at a minus 180 to win the tournament for the SEC.
Saw that.
Um, yeah, that's crazy. Arkansas at plus 600. I don't think I would touch them with a 10-foot pole. Something about Coach Cal and just he hasn't been able to get that team right. I know it's still early if you want to say that, but given this transfer portal, you can get your own team fucking within a season. So I would love a sneaky Vandy at plus 950 to win the tourney for SEC.
Ooh, okay. Okay.
But other than that, I really don't see anyone else but Florida.
Yeah. Yeah, I have one of the plays I was looking at, Yale, minus 110 to win the Ivy, and then parlayed that with Florida at plus 196. Think
Ooh,
that's
okay.
very, very tempting.
Yeah, I like that. Big East, you got UConn plus 100, which you, past 4 years you probably couldn't get it within plus 200 or minus 200.
Yeah.
So I like that one a lot. St. John's might get close, but I think UConn's got their number, and I wouldn't say anyone else. So if you listen to this tomorrow and you see a UConn plus 100 still, I'd definitely take that.
Yep. Agreed. Yeah, the only other one I had that's on that list right there, and it's more just out of principle. But Miami of Ohio plus 190. Akron is like
Yeah.
115. Miami hasn't lost a game yet this year. So I'm gonna take
The
that plus
Destiny.
190 and just see if it works.
Yeah.
I don't know necessarily that they're gonna end up winning, but when it's Akron and Miami of Ohio in the championship game for the MAC, and I have Miami to win at plus 190 and they're favored by 3.5 points, I'm gonna be pretty pumped.
Yeah. No, I like that a lot. And just for funsies, we'll give a Big West a shout out. Give me UC Irvine plus 165.
Hmm. Okay.
Yeah, I think they'll get it. UC Davis would be fun too. I love Cal Poly. Cal Poly, I'm not sure, I'm pretty sure Cal Poly. I saw a whole thing of the recent winners, well not recent, but all the way dates back to like 1940 or 50, whenever it started. I'm pretty sure Cal Poly was win early. Or maybe it was UC Irvine. I don't know. Whatever. I'm ranting. Yeah, give me UC Irvine.
No, I dig it. I dig it. Let's see. Yeah, that's about all the future wise. How about this, Max? Let me pose one more question for you on the college basketball front, and then we can go our separate ways. Is there any teams that you're like needing to see more from in the next week that might make or break how you fill out your bracket? So I'll give an example, and probably the most obvious one is how the fuck is Kansas gonna look? Is Darren Peterson going to be playing most of these games now? Is he going to be more healthy now that they're coming into the tournaments and they kind of saved him throughout the season? Is that going to be, you know, are we going to be seeing him get more than 30 minutes and how's he going to play when he's in those games because if Kansas goes off and makes a run, it's going to be very hard for me not to put them, if they're a 3, 4, 5, probably up highest they'll be is a three, which I don't think they would be a three, but between a 3 and 5, regardless, like the lowest they should be is a five, probably. Let's say they lose the first game tomorrow. But other than Kansas, in my example, is there anyone that you're kind of watching more intently than maybe other teams just to fill out your bracket and things like that?
Um, no. And I believe, just so you know, it was University of San Francisco that I was thinking of. I saw the
Uh,
new. Um, I don't know, dude, and I'm gonna be just straight up. Have had a tough time keeping up with the season. Um, I think I'm just looking at who's been hot towards the end. Like you look at the tournament, like 2, 3 years ago, whenever I saw NC State fucking rally and win the ACC tournament, I knew that they were gonna fucking stay hot, keep going, had them in the Final Four, yada yada. But like you really just have to pay attention to this week, in my opinion. Not like obviously not only this week, but I think you focus on and who's playing as a team and who's getting that chemistry going and who's ready to fight for their team and fight for that championship. Um, it, I was telling mom that when I swung by for lunch the other day, I was just like, I truly don't know if you ask me right now who would win, I don't know. I don't have a winner. I don't have a true winner. And who the best team even is. Duke always chokes. Houston fucking has been so close and choked. Zona always fucking chokes in the Sweet 16, maybe even round of 32. It's just a it's just a tough year. I don't know. Like,
it's exciting. It's good.
yeah, which makes it
Well,
amazing. Yeah, but it makes it hard for me and us to, give you guys any input. At least for me, just because I'm just so hell bent on just not knowing for personally, you know.
yeah. Yeah, you're in more of the UFC hockey baseball fold right now. You're still kind of
Yeah. I
you're
am rocking that.
but yeah, no, I mean, the other thing with Duke is that they don't have Sar and I think it's Gabunga or something Bagunga. Um so they're missing two guys, so interested to see how that pans out. I'm sure it won't impact the tournament itself, but um interested to see how Duke looks without them and just trying to see if they can get back to that. I think Florida's another team to your point. They should be rolling. If they keep rolling, hard not to put Florida in the Final Four.
Right.
Excited though for next week, and we'll try and oh God, my back hurts. We'll try and pod earlier next week so we can get the bracket in. Maybe we'll
Yeah.
have like Monday. We also have oh shit, I got a text about the fantasy basketball draft. Um,
Yep.
I'll send that out when we get
I'll
off.
have to be Tuesday.
Yep, and new rule: if you can't draft, you can't be there to draft. You can't rely on Autobot Sam because that's not fair.
Or like anyone. Yeah.
Yeah,
Bullshit.
yeah. So might be
But
less people, but that's okay.
yeah, we've had more Autobots win than anything.
Yeah, yeah, pretty much. I think we've had 2 out of 4 win, and then Grayson, and then Grayson.
Oh yeah. True.
I think we had 2 Autobots and then 2 Graysons.
Yeah. No even. But
Yeah, just can't like Grayson get some steal in the 6th round who ends up going off. That's
yeah,
how he wins.
I do my research.
Yep. Yep. All right, cool. I'll send that out today. Anything else you want to talk about before we break for the weekend or week? We still got plenty of time left, but
And
anything that we like odds wise, like Friday, Saturday, or anything like that, we could always post on like Saturday or something, or Friday. But other than that, we're gonna be watching hoops, getting through the week, and enjoying this beautiful weekend we're supposed to have.
oh yeah.
Best time of the
Damn
year.
right. Yeah, let's march on and have a fucking great week.
Yeah, yeah. Go Mountaineers. Maybe we can make a little run.
Hopefully. Let's sneak in there.
Sweet. Love it. Thanks everyone for listening.